Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're talking about Mint Hunter. Specifically, James from Mint Hunter Comics is selling his top 3 in the world Green Lantern collection. This is something that he's kind of been famous for, known for, that he's been building over years. And I've been pretty positive about James as far as his ability to make videos and his success on YouTube. But hold your horses here. James is selling his beloved Green Lantern collection to buy a septic tank in New Jersey. This was kind of sad to me on several levels. I've kind of kept up with Mint Hunter for a while. I think he just had a kid recently and got married, and he's been selling books for years on his channel. But let's take a look at this video as he discusses what his plan is, and then let's talk about it.
So to find things in the 9s and to find it that high has been very, very difficult and very time consuming and all encompassing. And it's all part of this mania that I forced myself to follow.
Mania.
I met a guy who would sell me some of the highest copies that exist on a monthly basis, and we did a payment plan during a time when I really probably should not have been doing that, and it plunged me into some debt. And it frankly made some of my other life goals very impossible. I tried cleaning and pressing myself. I researched videos. I sent to the best of the best. We saw grade bumps. We saw grade dips. And in the end, I did what I wanted to do. But the interesting thing is I couldn't stop. I had done what I wanted to do with 90 through 224, but I felt the need to try to get the #1 spot on the CGC registry. What more do you want? Why was that not good enough? Why do you have to go and try to do the Silver Age stuff, the best grades out there too? Green Lantern isn't Amazing Spider-Man. It's not X-Men. It's a harder sell. It's not going to be something that you recoup your money on easily, if you recoup your money at all. I personally don't expect to recoup my money on this. I spent top dollar for some of those 9/8s in the peak of COVID. I've enjoyed so much of it, but it has also been a massive weight on my shoulders and holding above my head. In my life, I've struggled with being able to let go of certain things. It's something that's actually taken therapy and some serious self-work to get over. And I like who I've become in the last 10 years, specifically the last 5 years. A dude who's able to walk away, a dude who's able to let go, pick his battles, and move on. There is another side to this too. We are currently under contract for a house, and we just found out that the septic failed. Here in New Jersey, new septic systems are about 40 to 60 grand. So we've got some serious big boy expenses coming up. I could easily have made this video like, oh, woe is me, poor me, I have to sell the Green Lantern collection, boo-hoo.
That's what this video
is. But I am
is.
not choosing to view it that way. I'm choosing to view it as a triumph of A, achieving a goal, and B, being able to let go. Both, frankly, things that I thought were impossible when I started this. How are you guys doing with letting go? Are you able to do it? Or are you holding stuff to your grave? I got a number of a good therapist if you want.
First thing, James is being very, very transparent here, so I got to give him respect for that. And also, respect for his ability to make videos. I mean, he is, I said it before, I think he's one of the top 5 guys in this game as far as making videos. He's excellent at pacing. He's excellent at editing. He's excellent at keeping the viewer's attention. A lot of great B-roll footage, a lot of different dynamic angles and slow zooms and zoom outs. I mean, he's good. But James went into debt. He went into debt in 2021 to buy Green Lantern books that nobody gives a shit about. Literally no one cares about those books. The only books that anybody collects in Green Lantern are those Silver Age books, like in the beginning of the run. And even then, those books are not an easy sell except for like the major first appearance books and key issues. $40,000 to $70,000 for a septic tank? One of the commenters was like, who's putting in the septic tank? The mob? Like, I don't know. Let's delve into a little bit of, septic issues with Sticky. If you're not familiar with what a septic tank is, it's where your poop doesn't go into the sewer. It goes into this big vat in your yard, and the poop sits in there and rots, and then all your poop and pee kind of like disperse out of these holes into your yard, and then your yard kind of like grows from like all the nitrates that are in it. Yeah, it's for people that are like me that live out in the middle of nowhere in West Virginia. It's not for big city dwellers like New Jersey. I couldn't believe that was a thing, but man, $40,000 to $70,000 for a poop tank. Like, damn. When life hits hard, life hits hard. So like, this is not the first time that James has gone on one of these like woe is me, Silver Surfer type rants where I remember when he like lost his job, or I don't know, he got fired or lost. I don't know how he lost the job, but he was like trying to sell mortgages that people couldn't afford. And that's when he started doing this comic book thing full time and selling on YouTube and making YouTube videos. And he was like, I don't know, it was like a sob story then, and now he's got this another sob story about his poop tank. It just kind of feels kind of sad. Like, this whole guy's game is he goes out, finds collections for nothing or next to nothing, shows you that he got it for next to nothing, and then he tells you the value of the collection that he perceives it as, or market value he perceives as, and then he sells that collection to you in his live sales. I've tuned into a couple of these, and people are buying his stuff for like market value or higher than market value. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I mean, I get like you could be a fan of Manhunter and be like, okay, I'm going to overpay on this comic because I want to buy this from like a perceived influencer, but like, who's doing that when you can just buy something cheaper somewhere else, like easily on eBay or anywhere else? Very, very strange. This was a weird video, and he gets very open about him going to like therapy and like having these emptiness issues from like amassing this collection. Like, I've talked about this before, like this CGC game. And I'll narrow it down to the CGC game as opposed to just comic book collecting in general. It's a hollow experience. Like, you get these books, you get them slabbed, and he's getting them in 9.8s, the best grades. He's even keeping track of this in some sort of CGC census counter where he's like number 3 in the world, and he still doesn't have any fulfillment. That's how empty of an experience all this is. Now, I mean, I could go the route of like saying that that's comic book collecting overall. Like, it's like getting like a virtual trophy on like PlayStation or Steam, like on PC. Like, it's not like a real accomplishment. It's fake accomplishment. Like, you haven't done anything. Like, it's basically like drinking alcohol and drinking beer. Like, it's this fake sense of accomplishment. Like, oh man, I drank a case last night. Okay, you got really drunk and drank a lot of liquid. It's not like an accomplishment. Like, getting all of these Green Lantern books, you didn't run a marathon. You didn't graduate from that doctorate program. You didn't have a kid. You didn't, climb that mountain. You didn't build something. Like, you didn't do anything. You just sent a bunch of books down to CGC and they came back a grade because the grader had a good day. Like, that's what happened. That's all you have. So I'm glad that he's like kind of coming to terms with the reality of what all this is. And he's putting it towards, he's trying to get the money to good use, building a family, building a home, making a better life, as opposed to going into debt for this crap. Like, that's the saddest part about all of it. Like, with my buying, everything that I've ever bought, I own. Like, as far as the statues and the comics and stuff, like I never got to that level where I was going onto a payment plan for this crap. Like, so I mean, I lost a little bit of respect for him for that, because I mean, that's just so foolish. But very interesting to see how his fans kind of approach this and the support he's gotten. I know for a fact that if I ever asked any of you for money or support, you would literally laugh and spit in my face. So it's just funny that, like, how people view people differently. I would never stoop to that level, because I know what would happen, one, and two, I mean, I feel like that would just be so much shame. But this was a sad video. I think it's going to be a positive thing long run, but damn, that was depressing. Putting all that together only to spend it on the money on buying a poop tube. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If at any point in time you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Take care.